Okay, so let's say you're looking to really step up your email marketing game, but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for one of the big platforms, the big names out there.
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving into SendyScale.
Okay.
And they say they found a way to make professional email marketing affordable and easy to use.
Right.
They even claim that you can save up to 90% compared to those big names.
Wow.
That's a pretty bold claim.
Yeah, it is. What I think is really fascinating about SendyScale is how they're built on Amazon's sending service.
Huh.
Amazon SES.
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting approach that's getting more and more popular, especially for businesses that want more control and they want to be able to scale things up as they grow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it does raise some questions, too.
It does. Like, is it really that much cheaper?
Right.
And what about reliability? Can Amazon's service really handle, like, a huge email blast?
Yeah.
Tell me more about this Amazon SES thing.
Okay.
For those of us who aren't, tech wizards, what is it exactly?
Sure. So think of Amazon SES like a bulk mail service,
Okay.
but for the digital world. So instead of like trucking letters to the post office, you're sending your emails through Amazon servers.
Okay.
And just like bulk mail is cheaper than buying individual stamps.
Right.
Using SES can significantly reduce your email sending costs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a little more to it than that, though, right?
Yeah, you're right. There are some nuances.
Okay.
For example, while SES itself has a very low base cost, there can be additional charges depending on how much data you send,
Okay.
whether you use a dedicated IP address and other factors.
So it's not quite as simple as, $1 for 10,000 emails like their website says.
That basic rate might be accurate.
Right.
There could be other costs involved.
Got it.
Depending on your specific setup and usage.
Yeah.
It's really essential to understand the full picture of SES pricing before you make a decision.
That's a really good point. So how does SendyScale fit into all of this? Are they just like putting a user-friendly face on Amazon SES?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
They're providing a platform that simplifies the process of using SES. So they're handling a lot of the technical setup and management for you.
Right.
They're also adding extra features on top of what SES offers, like campaign tracking, list management, and automation tools.
So it's like they're taking something that's really powerful,
yes,
but could be pretty complex, like SES,
right,
and making it accessible to people who might not be, email marketing experts.
Exactly, and that's a big part of their appeal.
Right.
They're targeting businesses that might not have dedicated IT resources or the technical know-how to manage their own email servers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they're trying to bridge that gap.
And speaking of making things easy,
Yeah.
their website talks about a super fast setup process. They say it's practically a one-click deal.
Right.
And they even break it down into like 4 simple steps on their website.
Yeah.
It's really that straightforward.
Right. Well, it's certainly designed to be user-friendly.
Okay.
They take care of a lot of the technical heavy lifting behind the scenes, like deploying your Sendy instance and configuring the server.
Okay.
For someone who isn't that tech savvy,
Yeah.
that can be a huge time saver.
So you're saying even I could probably set this up without too much trouble?
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
They seem to have prioritized making the process as intuitive as possible. But of course, anytime you're dealing with technology,
Right.
there's always the potential for hiccups.
Yeah, of course.
So it's worth checking out their documentation and support options beforehand.
Okay. Good point.
Just in case.
Speaking of documentation and support,
Yeah,
what can you tell me about the Zets?
sure. Their website doesn't go into a lot of detail.
That's true. And it's something to keep in mind.
Okay.
While their marketing materials highlight how easy it is to use,
Yeah.
it's important to understand what kind of support you can expect if you run into problems or if
Right.
you have questions.
Yeah, for sure. I'd recommend maybe digging a bit deeper
Okay.
and maybe even reaching out to their customer support directly, just to get a feel for their responsiveness.
Good point. I'll add that to my to-do list.
Okay.
Now let's talk about features.
Okay.
They seem to have a pretty impressive list.
They do, and it goes beyond just the basics.
Okay. What go?
For example, they offer white label domains,
Okay.
which means you can use your own domain name for your email campaigns instead of something generic like, at SendyScale.com.
Why is that such a big deal?
Well, it can have a big impact on your brand consistency
Okay.
and even your email deliverability.
Oh, interesting.
When your emails come from your own domain,
Right.
they look more professional and recipients are more likely to trust them, which can reduce the chances of your emails ending up in the spam folder.
Oh, so it's not just about vanity.
Yeah.
It's about making sure your emails actually get seen.
Exactly.
Interesting. What else stands out to you in their feature list?
Well, one thing that caught my eye is their emphasis on security.
Okay.
They offer free SSL certificates,
Okay.
which encrypt the connection between your website and your visitors' browsers.
Got it.
And that's really important for protecting sensitive information,
Right.
like email addresses and passwords.
Yeah, makes sense. So they're covering the security basics.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious about their pricing plans.
Okay.
They make some pretty bold claims about being 100x cheaper than the competition.
Right.
Can they really back that up?
Well, it's important to remember that they're leveraging Amazon SES for their email sending.
Okay.
And SES is known for its very competitive pricing.
Hmm.
So on a basic level, they do have the potential to be significantly cheaper
Okay.
than traditional email marketing platforms.
But as we discussed earlier,
Yeah.
there might be some hidden costs with SES itself.
Right. So while their starter plan might be very affordable, you'll want to factor in those potential extra costs from SES
Okay.
when you're calculating your total budget.
Okay, so due diligence is key.
Yes.
Don't just assume it's going to be dirt cheap without doing your homework.
Exactly.
What about the different pricing tiers they offer?
Sure.
Who are those geared towards?
Well, they seem to have a plan for just about everyone,
Okay.
from startups and small businesses to larger enterprises.
Mm-hmm.
Their starter plan, for example, is a great option for those just starting out
Yeah.
or with relatively small email lists.
And if you need to send more emails, you can just upgrade to a higher tier.
Exactly. They offer a range of plans with varying daily email limits,
Okay.
so you can scale your email marketing as your business grows.
Makes sense.
And for those who commit to a year,
Uh-huh.
they even offer a discount
Okay.
and a free Sendy license, which normally costs $79.
That's a pretty sweet deal. But I'm a little skeptical about their comparison chart.
Okay.
It highlights how they stack up against competitors,
Yeah.
but they don't actually name those competitors.
Right.
That seems a bit shady, don't you think?
I understand your skepticism. It does make it difficult to verify their claims.
Yeah.
And do a truly fair comparison.
Right.
It would be more transparent if they named those competitors, so you could easily check their pricing and features for yourself.
Agreed. So we're seeing some potential red flags here,
Yeah.
along with some genuinely attractive features.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that SendyScale might be a good fit for some businesses,
Right.
but it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution.
That's a great way to put it. It's important to do your due diligence,
Yeah.
weigh the pros and cons,
Hmm.
and consider your specific needs and budget
For sure.
before making a decision.
And perhaps most importantly, reach out to their support team and ask those tough questions.
Absolutely. Getting a feel for their responsiveness and level of support
Yeah.
can be a key factor in your decision-making process.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already,
Yeah, we have.
but we're just getting started.
Let's dive deeper into SendyScale's onboarding process and see how easy it really is to get started.
Sounds good.
I'm curious to see if they can live up to those promises.
Me too. Let's do it.
Okay. They say you can be sending emails like in minutes.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big promise,
It is.
especially for anyone who's, wrestled with setting up email systems before.
Right. It almost sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
Let's walk through their onboarding process.
Okay.
Step by step and see if they actually deliver on that promise.
Okay, so they lay it all out on their website.
Mhm.
And honestly, it does look pretty simple.
Okay.
The first step is just providing your basic information
Sure.
and preferences. They even emphasize how quick and easy this step is, thanks to their, streamlined approach.
It sounds like they're really anticipating that potential user hesitation and addressing it head on.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to get bogged down in a complicated setup process.
exactly. And then you just pick the plan that suits your needs
Okay.
and hit deploy.
Okay.
They call it a one-click process.
Right. But it probably involves a few more clicks behind the scenes.
Of course.
But still, the idea is that you don't have to manually configure servers
Right.
or wrestle with technical settings.
So they're taking care of all that technical heavy lifting,
Exactly.
which is probably a big relief for a lot of users.
Yeah.
So what happens after you hit deploy?
Well, this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Step 3 is all about automation.
Uh-huh.
You essentially just sit back and relax,
Okay.
while SendyScale deploys your Sendy instance.
Got it.
They say it takes less than 5 minutes,
Wow.
and they handle all the technical setup for you.
That's a big selling point, especially for businesses that don't have a dedicated IT team.
Right.
It's like having a virtual IT specialist.
Yeah.
taking care of all the server stuff
Yeah.
while you focus on creating your email campaigns.
Precisely. And finally, once everything's up and running,
Okay.
you simply click Open Sendy,
Mm-hmm.
and you're ready to go.
Okay, so 4 steps, minimal technical know-how required.
It does sound pretty user-friendly.
Yeah.
But let's move beyond the setup
Okay.
and talk about the platform's performance.
Sure.
They claim to handle a whopping 250,000 emails per day.
Wow.
Is that realistic?
Well, that high volume capacity definitely suggests they've designed their system for scalability. They're not just catering to small businesses sending out a few newsletters.
Right.
They're thinking about businesses that need to send a lot of emails,
Yeah.
potentially to large lists.
That makes sense, especially considering their pricing plans scale upwards
Right.
to accommodate those larger businesses.
Exactly.
But what about security?
Okay.
Sending that many emails, you've got to be extra careful with data protection.
You do. And SendyScale emphasizes security as well.
Okay.
They offer free SSL certificates, which is a good start.
Right.
And they talk about having a secure infrastructure to protect your data and ensure compliance.
And remember those white label domains we discussed earlier?
Yeah.
They not only boost your branding, but also
Mhm.
can improve deliverability. That's right. By associating your emails with your own domain. So it adds a layer of trust.
It's all interconnected.
Right.
You know, secure infrastructure, white label domains, and good email practices all work together
Yeah.
to make sure that your emails land in inboxes
Right.
and not spam folders.
So it's all part of that bigger picture.
Exactly.
Now, their intuitive dashboard is something they're pretty proud of.
Okay.
They claim you can track everything.
Mm-hmm.
Campaigns, performance, subscriber lists.
Yeah.
All from one central hub.
A well-designed dashboard is really crucial
It is.
for managing your email marketing effectively.
Mm-hmm.
If SendyScale delivers on this promise,
Right.
it could save users a lot of time and hassle.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all about, visualizing data,
Mm-hmm.
spotting trends, and making informed decisions about your campaigns.
Speaking of informed decisions,
Yeah.
they offer built-in email authentication
Mm-hmm.
with a free checker for DKIM, SPF, and DMRC setup.
Right.
Can you break that down for us non-tech folks?
Of course. So these are essentially technical standards that help verify that your emails are genuinely coming from you. It's like a digital signature
Okay.
that tells email providers that your message is legitimate and not spam.
Right.
SendyScale, making this process easy, is a huge plus for deliverability.
So these tools can help prevent your emails from ending up in that dreaded spam folder.
Exactly.
That's a big win.
It is.
Now, what about those white-labeled client accounts?
Okay.
How do they work in practice?
Well, they're designed for agencies or freelancers
Okay.
who are managing email marketing for multiple clients.
Got it.
So you can keep each client's data and campaigns separate and give them a branded experience
Okay.
while you manage everything from your end.
So it's like having mini SendyScale accounts within your own account,
Right.
each tailored to a specific client.
That's pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. It shows that SendyScale is thinking about different types of users,
Mm-hmm.
not just individual businesses.
Yep.
Now, we've touched on some key features,
Yeah,
but SendyScale boasts a whole bunch more.
they do.
What else should we highlight for our listener?
Let's start with their send newsletters 100x cheaper claim.
Okay.
This ties back to their use of Amazon SES. You only pay when you send,
Okay.
and the rate is a super low $1 per $10,000 emails.
Wow, that's incredibly cost-effective, especially if you have large subscriber lists.
Right.
But we do have to remember those potential extra costs from SES.
Right. That's always something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
But even with those potential costs, SendyScale still has the potential to be significantly cheaper
Okay.
than some of the big-name email marketing platforms.
Okay, so cost-effective. But what about the aesthetics?
Okay.
Can you actually create visually appealing emails with SendyScale?
Well, they do mention beautiful reports
Okay.
that visualize your data with charts and graphs. While we haven't seen examples of their email templates, their focus on data visualization suggests that they understand the importance of clear, well-presented information.
Fair point. Data is important,
Yeah,
but so is the way you present it.
exactly.
What about features like autoresponders and list segmentation?
Okay.
Those are pretty standard in email marketing these days, right?
Absolutely. And SendyScale delivers on those fronts as well.
Okay.
They offer autoresponders, which means you can set up automated email sequences
Okay.
to nurture leads or welcome new subscribers.
Right.
And their list segmentation features allow you to target specific groups of subscribers
Okay.
with tailored messages.
So instead of sending the same generic email to everyone,
Yeah.
you can send targeted messages that are more likely to resonate with each individual subscriber.
Exactly. That's a key part of effective email marketing.
It is. And for those who love automation,
Yeah.
SendyScale offers rules and webhooks.
Right.
You can create automated rules based on various events, trigger webhooks to connect with other apps, and even manage subscriptions automatically based on your own custom conditions.
That's a pretty advanced level of automation.
It is. It sounds like they're really catering to users who really want to fine-tune their email marketing workflows.
They certainly are, and they haven't forgotten about the basics of list management either.
Yeah.
They offer features for mass importing and deleting subscribers,
Okay.
custom fields to store additional information about your subscribers, and even an API for integrating with other applications.
Those custom fields can be really useful.
Yeah.
You can store more than just the standard name and email information,
Right.
allowing you to gather valuable data about your subscribers, like their interests or purchase history.
And that data can then be used to further personalize your emails and improve your targeting.
Exactly. It's all about sending the right message to the right person at the right time.
Precisely.
And it sounds like SendyScale is giving you the tools to do just that. Now, one feature that I think often gets overlooked is bounce and complaint handling. How does SendyScale handle that?
They take care of it automatically in real time,
Okay.
so you don't have to manually clean up your lists after every campaign.
That's great.
Yeah, this helps maintain a healthy sender reputation
Right.
and ensures that your emails are actually reaching real engaged subscribers.
It's a huge time saver.
Yeah,
And helps protect your sender score, which is crucial for good deliverability.
it is.
We've already discussed custom domains,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to emphasize again how important they are
Yeah,
for a professional image and deliverability.
it's one of those small details that can make a big difference.
It really can.
You know, it shows your subscribers that you're serious about your email marketing
Right.
and that you care about their experience.
Speaking of caring about the subscriber experience,
Yeah,
SendyScale offers a housekeeping feature
okay.
that helps you clean up unconfirmed email addresses
Mm-hmm.
from double opt-in signups or inactive subscribers
Right.
who haven't engaged with your emails in a while.
Yeah, list hygiene is so important.
It is.
It keeps your list clean and improves your sender reputation with email providers.
Right.
It's great to see SendyScale offering a tool to help with this often tedious task.
Yeah, absolutely. And to top it all off,
Yeah.
SendyScale integrates with popular apps
Oh, yeah.
like WordPress, Magento, Joomla,
Mm-hmm.
and even Zapier,
Right.
opening up even more possibilities for automation
Yeah.
and connecting your email marketing to other parts of your business.
That's a smart move on their part.
It is.
Integrations are essential for creating a seamless workflow.
Right.
And these integrations show that SendyScale is playing well with other tools that businesses might already be using.
So they've got the features.
Yeah.
But as you always say, it's not just about what they offer, it's about how it all works in practice.
You're absolutely right.
We need to look beyond the marketing claims and consider the user experience.
Features are great,
Mm-hmm.
but if the platform is clunky or difficult to use, those features won't matter much.
Exactly, and that's where things get a little trickier
Okay.
because we're relying on information from SendyScale's website and marketing materials.
Right.
We haven't actually had a chance to test the platform ourselves.
That's true. However, we can still glean some insights from their website design
Okay.
and the way they present their information.
For example, their website is clean, modern, and easy to navigate.
Yeah.
They seem to have put a lot of effort into creating a user-friendly experience,
Right.
at least on the surface.
Their emphasis on simplicity and ease of use is consistent throughout their marketing materials. Which suggests that they've prioritized user experience in their product development as well.
But it's still worth seeking out independent reviews from actual users
Yes,
to
definitely.
get a more balanced perspective.
Real-world experiences can reveal insights that marketing materials might gloss over.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's shift gears now and talk about pricing.
Okay.
We already know that SendyScale leverages Amazon SES for its email sending,
Right.
which allows them to offer very competitive rates.
Their starter plan starts at just $15 per month,
Okay.
which is significantly lower than many traditional email marketing platforms.
And all plans come with a 3-day free trial.
Oh, that's nice.
So you can test the waters before committing.
That's a good opportunity to explore the platform,
Yeah.
see how user-friendly it is, and get a feel for whether it's the right fit for your business.
But remember, those low prices are based on SendyScale's use of Amazon SES.
Right.
And SES has its own pricing structure that
Actually.
you need to be aware of.
While SendyScale mentions daily email volume limits on their pricing page,
Right.
your actual sending capacity is determined by your AWS SES limits.
So their starter plan might suggest a daily limit of 5,000 plus emails.
Yeah.
But if you hit your SES sending limit, you might not be able to send that many.
It's important to understand the limits of your chosen email sending service provider
Right.
and factor that into your decision-making process.
If you need higher sending limits, you might need to upgrade to a higher tier plan or contact SendyScale directly to discuss your specific needs.
They do offer a range of plans to accommodate businesses of all sizes,
Okay.
from startups to enterprises.
And if you're looking for even more savings, they offer a 20% discount on annual plans. That discount on annual plans is a good incentive to commit for the long term.
It is.
It can save you a significant amount of money over time.
And remember that free Sendy license they include with annual plans?
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice bonus that adds value for their customers and encourages them to choose SendyScale as their long-term email marketing solution.
Now, to help us understand how SendyScale's pricing compares to the competition,
Okay.
they provide a handy comparison chart on their website.
It's always helpful to compare apples to apples when evaluating different options.
Yeah, let's see what this chart reveals.
Okay.
The chart focuses on 3 key features: pricing for the starter plan,
Okay.
the daily email limit, and whether or not SSL certificates and white label domains are included.
Those are all important factors to consider
Yeah.
when choosing an email marketing platform.
So let's break them down.
Okay.
Starting with pricing, SendyScale's starter plan comes in at $15 per month,
Okay.
significantly lower than competitor A at $49 per month,
Wow.
and competitor B at a hefty $79 per month.
That's a substantial difference,
It is.
especially for businesses on a tight budget.
Right.
SendyScale is definitely positioning themselves as the more affordable choice.
Okay. Next, let's look at daily email limits.
Okay.
SendyScale's starter plan suggests a limit of 5,000 plus emails, but with the caveat that your actual sending capacity depends on your AWS SES limits.
Right.
Competitor A imposes a hard limit of 2,000 emails per day,
Okay.
while competitor B offers a slightly higher limit of 5,000 emails per day.
It's interesting that SendyScale's limit is more flexible,
It is.
tied to your AWS SES usage.
Yeah.
However, you need to be mindful of those SES limits to avoid any unexpected throttling or extra charges.
Good point. Finally, let's compare SSL certificates and white label domains.
Okay.
SendyScale includes both for free,
Wow.
while competitor A charges $10 per month for SSL certificates
Okay.
and offers limited white label domain options.
Mm-hmm.
Competitor B charges extra for white label domains,
Okay.
but includes SSL certificates for free.
It's clear that SendyScale is trying to differentiate themselves
Yeah.
by offering more value for your money.
Right.
They include features that are often premium add-ons by their competitors.
So based on this comparison chart,
Yeah,
SendyScale seems like a strong contender in terms of both price and features.
they offer a compelling package,
They do.
worth considering, especially for businesses seeking a cost-effective and feature-rich email marketing solution. However, remember, this chart only provides a limited snapshot
Right.
of the competitive landscape.
Of course.
It's essential to do your own research and compare SendyScale to other options based on your specific needs and requirements.
Don't rely solely on marketing materials or comparison charts.
Right.
Dig deeper, read reviews, and explore alternative solutions to make an informed decision.
Agreed. Now, one area we haven't explored yet is customer support.
Okay.
They don't provide a lot of detail on their website.
That's a good point. Customer support can be crucial
It can.
when choosing a software platform, especially if you're not very tech savvy.
It's worth reaching out to them directly
Okay.
to inquire about their support options and response times.
Good idea.
You want to ensure you'll have access to help if you need it.
Absolutely. It's reassuring to know
Yeah.
that a knowledgeable and responsive support team is there to assist you.
They do mention that SendyScale is fully managed Sendy Hosting,
Okay.
implying they handle the technical aspects of setting up and maintaining your Sendy instance.
That's a big plus.
It is.
For businesses that don't have the in-house expertise or resources to manage their own email marketing infrastructure.
Right? It takes the technical burden off their shoulders,
Right.
allowing them to focus on crafting and sending great emails.
So overall, SendyScale appears to be a promising email marketing platform,
Yeah.
offering an appealing combination of affordability features and ease of use.
They're targeting businesses seeking an alternative to the more expensive and complex email marketing solutions available.
However, it's crucial to do your due diligence.
Yes.
Research their claims.
Mm-hmm.
Explore Amazon SES pricing and compare them to other options before committing.
Weigh the pros and cons carefully.
Yeah.
And choose the platform that best meets your specific needs and budget.
Now, those annual plans we mentioned with a 20% discount and free Sendy license, they sound great.
They do.
But there's a slight catch.
Oh, there's often a catch, isn't there?
There is.
What's the fine print this time?
SendyScale wants to make sure you're committed.
Okay.
Before jumping into an annual plan, they encourage you to schedule a call to discuss your needs and learn more about the benefits of their annual plans.
That's a smart move on their part.
It is.
It allows them to have a personalized conversation with potential customers and ensure they're choosing the right plan for their business.
And it also gives them a chance to address any concerns or questions you might have before you commit to a year-long contract.
Exactly. It's a more consultative approach that can help build trust and ensure customer satisfaction.
So if you're considering an annual plan, don't hesitate to reach out and schedule a call.
Yeah, good advice.
They seem happy to chat and answer any questions.
It's always a good sign when a company is willing to engage with potential customers on a personal level.
I agree.
It shows they're invested in your success.
Okay, let's take a moment to recap some key takeaways about SendyScale.
Okay, sounds good.
Before we move on to potential drawbacks,
let's highlight the most important points for our listener.
First and foremost, SendyScale is a fully managed Sendy hosting platform that leverages the power of Amazon SES to offer cost-effective email marketing solutions.
They handle the technical heavy lifting, allowing you to concentrate on creating engaging email campaigns.
They claim a super fast and easy setup process, suggesting you can be up and running in minutes.
They've streamlined onboarding to make it user-friendly, even for those without technical expertise.
They offer a range of pricing plans to suit different needs and budgets, starting at $15 per month for their starter plan.
Their pricing is competitive.
It is.
Especially considering the features in their fully managed service.
They have a comprehensive feature set, including white label domains, an intuitive dashboard, detailed reports, autoresponders list, segmentation, and more.
They've packed in a lot of value.
They have.
Making them a strong contender in the email marketing space.
They also emphasize security and deliverability, offering free SSL certificates, a secure infrastructure, and tools to help maximize your chances of reaching the inbox.
They understand the importance of protecting your data and ensuring your emails are seen by your intended audience.
However, it's essential to remember that your actual sending capacity is determined by your AWS SES limits. So be mindful of those limits when choosing a plan.
Don't just focus on the daily email volume recommendations on their pricing page. Make sure you understand your SES sending limits to avoid any surprises.
And they encourage potential annual plan customers to schedule a call. To discuss their needs and learn more about those plans.
It's a good opportunity to ask questions, address any concerns, and ensure you're choosing the plan that best suits your business.
So there you have it, a comprehensive overview of SendyScale and what they bring to the table.
They're certainly worth considering if you're looking for a cost-effective and feature-rich email marketing platform.
But before we get too carried away, we need to talk about some potential downsides or considerations you should be aware of before diving in.
That's an essential part of any thorough evaluation. Let's explore those potential drawbacks to ensure our listener has a balanced perspective.
Yeah, it really is a balancing act.
It is.
You want to use all the, the cool automation features, but you still want your emails to feel personal and engaging.
It's a challenge that I think a lot of businesses are dealing with. But the good news is platforms like SendyScale are giving you more control and flexibility to tailor your approach. So you can automate certain tasks, but still inject, your brand's personality and really connect with your subscribers on a human level.
So it's not an either situation.
Exactly.
It's not automation or the human touch. It's about using them together effectively.
Precisely. And that brings us back to, our deep dive into SendyScale. They're offering a potential solution to a very real problem for businesses. Making professional level email marketing accessible and affordable.
But as we've talked about, there are some trade-offs to consider.
Yeah, there are.
That reliance on Amazon SES. Well, it offers those cost savings. It also introduces some potential, complexities and limitations.
It does.
And while they talk a lot about being easy to use,
Yeah.
we haven't actually seen the platform in action ourselves.
Right.
So it's tough to judge how intuitive it really is.
Those are definitely factors you'll want to weigh carefully. Do your research, read reviews from other users, and maybe even reach out to SendyScale directly
Okay.
to get your questions answered.
And remember, no single platform is perfect.
Right.
There's no magic bullet here.
Yeah.
Success in email marketing really comes from, combining the right tools with a solid strategy,
Yeah.
a deep understanding of your audience,
Right.
and a commitment to providing value with every email you send.
Couldn't agree more.
So it's about finding that right fit for your business, your budget, and your level of technical comfort.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've really thoroughly explored SendyScale, from, its features and pricing to its potential benefits and drawbacks.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts for our listener before we wrap up this deep dive?
I'd say this email marketing is a powerful tool.
It is.
But it's constantly evolving.
Right.
So stay curious, keep learning, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah, great advice.
And most importantly, always focus on building those genuine connections with your audience.
Beautifully said. It's been a really fascinating journey
It has.
into the world of affordable email marketing.
I've enjoyed it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into SendyScale.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, happy emailing.